Somewhere in the sky, 10,000 years from now and 10,000 light years away, there is a girl. She is alone on a ship carved from the bones of a dead world. She knows no love but God's love. She knows no light but the twinkling fractures of starshine, splitting open this heaven and lending fluorescent buzz to spaceship overheads and ancient LED screens. The signals stopped coming, the Morse code morose. The gamma radiation is like a friend in the cold vacuum of solitude, pulsing steady with reliable frequency. She makes beats on expired software to bear children to call her own. Harmony and melody, rhythm and rhyme. The spoken word becomes a gospel, and 4/4 is the only time that matters. It is wake, it is sleep, it is make, it is repeat, and the constant rewind of old VHS tapes hums a song as subtle as the pulse of space. It's a vibe, and the girl vibrates. She makes, she learns, she applies, and the void cannot oppress because it is an open space infinite in ways to dress, to tell stories or tell lies called fiction. So to summarize, when subtracted from the substance of society, we operate openly and not in secrecy, as infinite engines of makeshift and change. Make shit and change. Do it. Change. Rearrange your life to position forth a type of love that speaks in paint strokes and code. This is what you are owed. You are a fractal of God, a mite of a mote, flickering in and out of existence like heaven's holes. So be bold, put your best foot forward, and dance.
When I say dance, you best dance, motherfucker.
You are the very edge of creation. Imagine yourself this way. You are God's fingertips, the engine of infinity. The chaos that is order has spun and spun. The machine of evolution was assembled, and you sprung forth. The small thing, the person, the entity aware of itself, born to suffer beneath its own weight of knowing. All of this has been birthed by the universe, our mother, and no, there's no need for metaphors. The word works. The universe is all there is. It is the hermetic all by definition, and you were born from its womb. There is no poetry here. There are no flowers bright enough to flatter the face of all there is. All there is all. Call it God or not, but it is all there is. And you flourish on the edges. The disc spins at such a speed that your face begins to take shape. Your eyes take in light, and for the first time with knowing, you absorb the inner workings of all you are. Can you behold the river without tears flowing from your eyes? Can you bear witness to the wind without quivering in ecstasy? Can you listen to the bird song without whistling back? The performance of humanhood is an interplay of parts. Each role meets the other and inspires the creation of what comes next. The fingertips grow fingertips. The created creates. The written writes. And the dreamed dreams. Creation is the action of God. When we create, we are most akin to the divine. All creation is magic. And there is nothing more powerful than to give the shapeless form through your imagination and your willpower. We create through paint strokes or with pens on the back of school worksheets. We create thoughts by arranging words on a page and hoping against hope that the reader can reach into your mind through a portal you made and take away a feeling shaped like dignity, austerity, posterity, and proof of existence. My mind reaches out to yours to mutually assure ourselves that we are not NPCs, but living, breathing polygons, assembled from the same code, but assuredly aware of our simultaneous simulation. And if I choose to communicate through whistling winds, I am choosing to create a vibration which tells my intention to thrive, to chill, and perhaps glide down into eternity. And if I choose to communicate through the building of a home, I am choosing to create a vibration which tells of my intention to settle in safety, provide comfort to the exposed, and house the entities of my body beside a hearth and without enmity. And if I choose to create a career, a business, or nuclear weapon, I am choosing to engage with the human impulse of destruction and resource hoarding, playing the game of capitalism not to win but to learn its lessons on spaces writ on military contracts and illusory banknotes. But if I choose to create hope, I might spread it like a virus among the disenfranchised and orbiting oddballs on the periphery of polite society. The ones like me who suffer from exile for an impulse which rejects conformity and seeks to normalize speaking about the human experience instead of concealing the blemishes of the soul like shame with the foundation of luxury. But whatever it is which we create, be it pleasure or be it pain, it must be done as a natural act of humanity, the shared organism of self which seeks resolution through intimate self-discovery. You are a rock to be overturned. The sparks of creative energy are the bugs on your underbelly, and while you may erode and wear, the colony of thoughts will breed new life, evolving into the memes comparable to the genes, infecting future minds as tradition and as thinks. One work of your hands might not reach everyone, but the hearts it touches, many or few, will be forever changed for the opportunity to examine your mind, unveiled by your exoskeleton and your inaccurate words. When we touch each other's hearts, we change them, at least by the imprint of our fingertips. Looking to understand and to be understood is the oldest game, and the first game God played when she splintered herself into her own kin. We are in one of many infinite rounds now of this game. And to be frank, the stakes have gotten quite high for you. Perhaps it's time to play properly. Perhaps it's time to remember who you really are. Perhaps it is finally time for you to create you. You saw the masterpiece, and she looked a lot like you. Thank you to my patrons and Complete Club members, Flem de la Fleming, Chris Curious, Martina Duran, Transcending Void, and Walking on Cats. If you are in a position to help grow the channel, please consider joining these fine folks at patreon.com/American Dragon. Join us on Discord. There is a link in the description below. I appreciate you. I love you. And I will see you next time.